Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayon din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
DepEd Vision. We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their full potential and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. DepEd mission: to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. Administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. Family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learners. DepEd core values: maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our module, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
In this world where there is an increasing dynamicity of social demands, we shall not forget to create our own visual legacy by striving to focus on lens on what connects us as opposed to our differences.
And with creating visual legacy comes the extraordinary role of photographs, that of which involve taking an instant out of a time, yet alters life by making the moment still. Here lies the legacy we've been painstakingly wanting to achieve.
With this, our dear journalistic learners, let's emancipate the world of journalism through exploring the world of photography.
Hello again, Fantastic learners. This is Tutor Zen.
And this is your Tutor War. We are your teacher, journalist, and tutor tandem. And this is.
Campus Journalism for Beginners. Hello, Mamor. Good
Ayan.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, tutors, and how are you today?
Feeling great, Tutor War, despite the problem in the weather today. What about sa inyong area dyan, Tutor War? Okay lang ba yung weather natin dyan?
Yes, like, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, no, kapag nawawala na yung ulan, bumabalik tayo sa pagiging mainit, tutors, and
I think I know the reason also, Tutor War, why it feels cool. I remember earlier, no? Ayan. So, Tutor War and sa ating mga Journtastic learners, hello once again, good afternoon. Kumusta kayong lahat? It's been like, we are already on the 7th week of our sessions. Tama ba, Tutor War?
definitely, this is going to be our second to the last session for this quarter. But hopefully, you still get into with us. You still hang on onto your seats, and of course, in front of your cell phones or probably your laptop as we conclude this session next week. So, tutors, and let's have some short greeting session muna with our journtastic learners today.
Yes, Tutor War. And we've seen here in the comment section no, earlier, we have Enrico Dalupan, and he's watching in our YouTube channel. Hello, Enrico. Hello also, Renz Guyver Calyanta, Melody Manala Suliman. Good afternoon din sa'yo, Melody. Christian Espino II from grade 10 2A. I think it's from Caloocan High School. And Ella Ann Manzanilla Kirstin Perez, still from Caloocan High School. We also have Shekanaya Jared Dorado from Caloocan High School and Russell Nolasco from still Caloocan High School. What about on your end, Tutor War?
Yes, tutor. Thank you to Eric Dumlao, tutor Ginoo here from Zambales. Hello, tutor. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for
Oh,
joining us. Hello also to tutor Mel Quintal from Caloocan High School. She's one of our tutor in Filipino, tutor Zen.
wow,
Ayan.
nice to meet you mga ma'am. Hello, and nice seeing you in
Yeah.
here. And also, Tutor Ward, let's also not forget Joseph Conrad Bulaklak. No, hello sa'yo, Joseph. I know that you are watching right now, and happy anniversary in your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Ayan. Yes, Tutor
Also,
Ward.
let me
Mm-hmm.
just read some names muna. Shooters and a hi also to
Mm-hmm.
Althea Cantilan, Buntuyan from Anislaga National High School. Mark
Mm-hmm.
Julian Malang from Caloocan High School. Riza Baria, Faith Alarcon. Of course, hi to Carlo Miguel Malonzo, Gabriel Guanyo, Riza Maramdam from Alislagan National High School as well from San Luis. Then
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Bacasnot from Anislagan National High School. And of course, also to all our journtastic learners all over the country, hello and welcome to another fruitful session with Tutor Zen and Tutor War.
Yes, that's right, Tutor. Well, Tutor War, welcome once again sa inyo, Fantastic learners. And this is Tutor Zen from Agusan del Sur, and I am with Tutor War from What is the O, Tutor War?
From SDO Calooca.
And shout out sa lahat ng mga taga Caloocan dyan. Hello. And with our sessions, Tutor Warriors, we have on the screen the episode guide of our sessions from weeks 1 to 8. We are already through with the editorial writing, the column writing, the feature writing, the editorial cartooning, the sports writing. And last week, we've discussed about the copy reading and headline writing. And for today's session, during Tastic Learners, we will focus in photojournalism. Do you love taking pictures, Tutor War?
Definitely, I love really taking pictures, especially, I have two kids, tutors, and I'm trying to treasure every moments, every achievements that I have, and I keep it into my cell phones. Ayan, with my camera. Yes. How
Mhm.
about you, tutors? Then you also would like to take pictures of your adventures. I saw your Facebook account. No, you've been to Surigao. I'm so envy.
Wow. Yes, Tutor War, no, that was a few weeks ago. We've been to Surigao at the same time as Siargao. And for the information of everyone sa ating mga Journtastic learners, no, if you can uh pay a visit to that place, it's really worth it dun sa Siargao, Tutor War. And yes, like you, Tutor War, I would really love to take pictures since I want to keep moments. Parang ano, kasi sa pagdaan ng panahon na Tutor War, no, may something that we can use of to reminisce the things that we did back then. Di ba, Tutor
Yeah,
War?
definitely, no. Ako kasi tutors no, I had um nasunog kasi ang aming bahay, no, 2019, and I did not really kept all the pictures that we have as a family, especially nung time
Mm,
na buhay pang aking mom. But then again, no, some pictures are really important to keep the memories alive. So if you still
mhm.
have the chance to take pictures, no, take a lot of pictures.
Agree ako dyan, Tutor War. Ayan. So, there we go, Tutor War. All
So
right.
I need
So,
the connection that Tutor Zen and I are discussing. No, today
yes.
we will be working with photojournalism. Tutor Zen, would you like to read?
Yes, Tutor War. So to our Journtastic learners, here are the goals for this session. So after this, no, you are expected to, our tuties, learners, the first one is you describe the photojournalism and its elements. Ano ba tong photojournalism? Tsaka ano yung mga uh, considerations, yung mga elements niya na that we need to have or to really include in our photos. The second one is to apply the basic techniques in getting better pictures. Paano ba talaga kumuha ng best shot? And the last one is to provide a caption to their photo or original captured photo. Ayan, and it has something to do, the last objective, it has something to do with our journtastic task of the week. Ayan, Tutor War.
Ayan. So thank you, Tutor Zen, for setting our objectives for today. And with
Mhm.
regards to that, now speaking of the journtastic task that you are mentioning with objective number 3, we had left you with a journtastic task last week. And wherein you will be trying to correct the errors committed on the article that we have presented to you using the symbols in the copy reading and headlining. And of
Mhm.
course, in regards with that, we shall be naming the student journalist for the week.
Mm-hmm. That's right,
Tutors.
Tutor War. Yes, Tutor War. And I know during classic learners know that this task is actually very technical, but there are still some of you who tried to respond to the challenge in that we had given you last time. And with this, we would like to congratulate the student who made it among the rest. And it's my privilege to announce to you and congratulations. It's no other than Malonzo Carlo Miguel P. of grade 7, Cream 5, Pampanga High School. Congratulations sa'yo, Carlo. And again, you are held as the Student Journalist of the Week. Keep up the good work, Carlo.
Ayan. So last week, no, we have given you the fireworks clap. Carlo, for this week, you will be receiving a woot woot clap. And how do you, paano natin ginagawa
Ano
ang woot
yan?
woot clap? Ayan,
Signature
teacher, it's
tour.
1, 2, 3, woot. 1, 2, 3, woot. 1, 2, 3, woot, 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 woot.
Okay, galing nun, Tutor War. May mga pasabog na applause si Tutor War, dear
Yes.
fantastic learners.
Dapat may ano pa yun nga, may
Love
awu,
that.
awu.
And I know that in their homes right now or schools, Tutor War, our learners are doing the same thing.
Yeah, you have
Ayan.
to practice that. The woot woot clap.
Wait, wait. Ayan. Yes.
Ayan.
Okay.
So at this point, thank
Mhm.
you, Carlo. Oh, congratulations for a job well done. Moving forward, Tutor Zen.
Yes, Tutor War. So we are already done with announcing or giving to you the Student Journalist of the Week. This time, we will now move to another most awaited part of this session, and it is to introduce to you our Journey Inspirational Speaker of the Week. Tutor War, would you like to do the honor to introduce to us our Journey?
Yes. Thank you, Juders, and I'm really excited to present to you our inspirational speaker of the week. At this point, let me introduce to you our inspirational speaker of the week. He finished his tertiary schooling in the University of Santo Tomas, where he gained his degree in secondary education, major in English.
Wow.
Philippine Normal University served his second home, where he gained his master's studies degree in English language teaching. He served as school paper advisor for 10 years in Camarine High School. In the same school, he served as the administrative officer for 7 fruitful years and assistant to the principal for 5 years. As
Wow.
an SPA, he garnered different awards and recognition. And let me just name some. First, he is a national awardee as Best School Paper Advisor in 2006. Tutor Zen, national lang naman.
Mhm.
Diba?
Yes, Tutor War. Wow.
Pangarap ko yan eh. Pangarap ko talaga yan. And next, he is named as the Outstanding School Paper Advisor in Chodoro, Valencia. Search for Outstanding SPA in 2006. He was also named as the Outstanding Teacher in Caloocan in 2007. And just recently in 2001, he is named as one of the outstanding citizens of the city. Currently, he is one of the public school district supervisors and now the journalism is in charge in SDO Caloocan. Friends,
Mhm.
ladies, and gentlemen, our dear journtastic learners, our next speaker or guest may be a man of a few words, but he is definitely a man of vision and wisdom. With your warmest virtual applause, let us welcome Dr. or Mr. Tommy R. Rico, PSDS, Journalism in Charge in SDO Caloocan. Sir Tommy!
Hello po, Sir Tommy. Good afternoon po once again.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Tutor War and Tutor Sin, and to all our precious viewers right now. Good afternoon.
Ayan. So, good afternoon po, Sir Tommy. How are you po?
Doing great. Doing
Mm.
great.
Oh.
Ayan. So, we are really thankful and privileged to to you, Sir Tommy, no, for accepting our invitation. Kahit po
Patient.
sa short notice po, you are really giving us your precious time. Alam ko po, madami po kayong trabaho today, Sir Tom, at alam ko, aalis po kayo for a seminar. Tama po ba ako, Sir Tom?
Yeah, no problem. I always have a time for journalism. Thank you.
Wow.
Ay, thank you po, Sir Tom. Ma'am Zen, okay na po ba na I'll
Mhm.
be asking Sir Tom our first question po?
Yes, po, Tutor War, you may do the honor again.
Yes,
Ayan.
go ahead.
So, Sir Tom, ayan po, sa dami po ng inyong achievements, sa inyong pong mga recognition when it comes to journalism, diba po? Talaga pong sobrang na-overwhelm po kami. Siguro po as ano po talaga you are one of the rightful person po to handle journalism po in SDO Caloocan. Sir, can you just name some of the few activities or programs that SDO Caloocan is really preparing for our students po? Especially po no our journalists as they prepare po to the face to face or to the new normal po.
Yes. So SDO Caloocan is guided by Republic Act 7079, which is the act providing for the development and promotion of campus journalism. That is the legal basis of everything that we do in the journalism team in the division of Caloocan. Um, we have a team because we have 17 members composed of experienced public schools, district supervisors, and education program supervisors who were once school paper advisors or writing enthusiasts who are tapped to become members of this team. And we have a tagline in Caloocan, which is journalism excellence, wherein we have to enhance the campus journalism program starting this school year. But all I can say is journalism in Caloocan is well established and rooted. Matagal na yan. Caloocan always win in the national levels and regional levels. So there's no question about that pag sinabing journalism sa Caloocan, well established na, and lahat ng mga school paper advisors already know what they have to do. Kaya that the division journalism team are just here to give direction, to support, and to assist every school paper advisor and campus journalists. So we have a goal of winning at least 10 national awards and 20 regional awards. That is a part of our vision and goals for STO Caloocan. And hopefully, if we have a face-to-face division, regional, and national press conferences, I think that will become a boost for our writers or journalists to really excel in this area or field. Okay. And another one that I would like to tell you is we have a new set of officers for our School Paper Advisors Association, and Tutor War is the president of the
Ayan.
association in the secondary level. O, di ba, Ma'am War? So, you will be my partner in securing places in the national level, ha? So
Yan, yung nakaka-pressure po, Sir Tom.
with you at the helm, so I can see very positive results in terms of um, journalism in this division. Okay, aside from that, we will be having consultative meeting. I think the regular consultative meeting with our SPAs, so that we can be able to know some updates regarding on what's happening in the field. Okay, and we also tapped trainers and coaches to handle different categories. It's not only the task of a school paper advisor, one school paper advisor, but rather in every category, we would want somebody to handle that. Even if you are not the school paper advisor, you are a coach or a trainer at that. So you handle one category and train the contestant because you are top to because you are top because you are an expert in that area. So because it's very difficult for a school paper advisor to handle everything, including the group contests. Okay. So again,
Ayan.
journalism excellence in STO Caloocan.
Thank you, Sir Tom. No, it's obviously po no that SDO Caloocan is really putting the welfare of our SPAs. Kasi po talaga tutors no. Kasi
Mm.
sinabi po kasing SPA, automatically they'll be the one to train. But with the initiative of SDO Sir Tommy and of course Dr. Ilagan and of course our SDS Dr. Losaria, talagang binigyan po nila ng opportunity other teachers to train so that they would also be recognized on the field that they are really good into. Kasi aminin man po natin, 'di ba Sir Tom, na hindi porket SPA ka, you are well around no. Hindi lahat alam mo. 'Di ba? With the help of these co-trainers that the SDO Caloocan is really wanting to put doon sa eskwelahan, doon sa sistema ng journalism group ay talagang something that would really help the SPAs and the trainers and of course the Caloocan team talagang to boost themselves and achieve the goals that we are really aiming for. Tama po ko, Sir Tom?
True,
Ayan.
true, Mamuar. And
Ay,
also, we will be having regular training to be facilitated by the division. So I think when we have disqualifiers, we will going to have intensified trainings for them to win.
ayan. So thank you po, Sir Tom, for your initiative and of course with the help of everybody in SDO Caloocan talaga pong binibigay
Yeah,
ninyo,
everybody in the
tinutulungan niyo po
division.
kami lahat. Yes po,
Mhm.
talagang support all the way po ang aming pong mga EPS, ang aming pong mga PSDS and of course with our SDS and ASDS and of course ang aming pong chief no si Dr. Alinya. Thank you po.
Ma'am Joy.
Ayan.
Mhm.
Ma'am
Ay,
Zen, would you like to ask po, Sir
yes
Tommy?
po. Yes po, Tutor War. Yes, I was just really dumbfounded or amazed with the things po na share po tayo. Sir Tommy had laid out to us the full details of the activities that your STO is planning for this moment. Ayan, thank you for that, Sir Tommy. And of course, there is another question that we have in here, Sir Tom. Given we are being surrounded, or let's just say we are primary users of this social media, and we have a lot of social media na available sa ating mga learners, sa ating mga teachers, and everyone. So with this, there's what we call this dissemination of a lot of information. Na some of this information are actually not already credible enough. Parang ano po, mga fake news, kumbaga. So with this regard, Sir Tommy, what can you say to our campus journalists, especially po sa panahon natin ngayon no, na ang dami-daming fake news na nakikita natin sa social media? What can you say to them?
Okay, thank you, Tutor Sen. So I think my advice is still the old adage that we have to think before we click or think before we share. First, we have to verify, cross check, compare the content of whatever we see online so that we will avoid spreading fake news. We have to be intelligent and to be intellectual in dealing with information coming from online platform because we have lots of misinformation, disinformation, and fake news proliferating all around us. Okay, so my advice to our campus journalists to be intelligent and to be intellectual.
Mhm. Ayan, no? Brief and succinct, dear Dreamtastic learners, to be intelligent and to be intellectuals in selecting or choosing the information that you would like to read na nakikita nyo rin sa inyong social media accounts. Thank you for that, Sir Tommy. A man of few words indeed. Thank you so much, Tutor War.
Ayan. So thank you po, Sir Tommy, regarding po doon. No? Talagang we as campus journalists, we really need to be informed, no? Avoid misinformation, avoid yung mga, you have to decipher information po talaga thoroughly. Lastly po, Sir Tom, as much as we want to keep you pa talaga on this one, kaya lang po talaga medyo limited and I know that you have a lot of events po today, no? Meron po tayong pupuntahan pero we'll just be asking you one last question. Okay lang po ba, Sir Tommy? Ayan, medyo nakamute yata si Sir Tom. Ayan.
Yes, so I think what we have that our campus journalists should not stop from writing. Have a journal with you. Have a journal with you, and don't stop writing. You write everything that is close to your heart. You write everything based from your experiences. So with that, you will be able uh, to enhance your writing skill.
Ayan. So thank you po Sir Tom no
Okay.
for gracing us and this event and this occasion and this platform po. I know that uh your presence, mere presence here really give inspiration to our learners, to our fantastic learners to
Yes.
become better individual, definitely, and to become a responsible journalist. Tutor Zen, would you like to say something to Sir Tom?
Yes po, Tutor War. Thank you also, Sir Tom, no, sa pagbibigay sa amin ng more details, more information that we can use in our fields. Actually, me personally, I am inspired to listen to the activities po na shinare nyo po dito. And I really do hope na in our division, we would have the same um, spirit of collaboration at saka yung goal na naset for the everyone po. Thank you so much po, Sir Tommy. And we're really glad to have you in here po.
Thank you
Ayan
so
po.
much, Tutor Sen and Tutor War, and also to Sir Julius. Thank you, thank you.
Sir
Have a
Tom,
nice
any final words po before
at
we leave you? Any final words to our Journtastic learners po?
Okay, to all our fantastic learners, just keep on trying your best, hold on, and excel in everything that you do. I know that you are a precious child, a son or daughter of our Heavenly Father, and all the things that you need are already within you. You just have to explore and find it.
wow.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you po,
Thank
Sir
you for
Tom,
that, Sir
for
Tommy. That was really inspiring.
Thank you, Sir Tom. God bless
And
po.
that's
Ingat po
po.
sa paglakad. Thank you po, Sir Tom.
Thank you. Thank
Ayan,
Ayan,
Tutor
Tutor
War.
Zen. Ah.
That was, wow. That was really mesmerizing segment, Tutor War.
Definitely. Sobrang ang
Mhm.
dami natin natututunan sa ating mga guests, no, Tutor Zen.
Mhm.
Sayang lang talaga, talagang limited lang yung time na pwede nilang
Time.
i-share sa atin, no? Pero if we still have really 2 hours, no,
Why
talagang
not? Why not extend the
definitely.
time to 2 hours? Yes po. Ayan.
Ayan. So again po, our thanks to Sir Tommy Rico for gracing our request. It was really a privilege having him in this
Mhm.
session. So I guess po, thank you po, Sir Tom, again. Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Yan po. So thank you. At this point, Sir Julius, ayan. So at this point po, we shall now be doing the review session for last week's, no? From last week's.
Mhm. Yes,
Okay,
that's right,
Tutor
Tutor
Zen.
War. And yes, to our Journtastic learners, this activity has something to do with the copy reading symbols that we discussed or we presented to you last time. In this activity, we will be presenting to you some statements with errors. And what you have to do is you have to identify which symbol is the error in
Okay, so
that error. Ayan. Okay lang po ba ako, Tutor War?
medyo naglag lang ng konti, Tutor
Ah,
Zen.
okay, to reiterate no, yung na-miss na part sa ating mga Journtastic learners, please prepare the comment section because you will be identifying the copy reading symbols na appropriate in the following statements that we will be giving to you. Let's get ready. Ready na ba, Tutor War?
Ready, get set, go. Okay, for our first sentence, identify what makes this statement incorrect, and by choosing the correct letter or the correct symbol, just identify which will make or what symbol you will use to correct the said error. Okay, so
That's
for this is
right.
for letter A, for letter B, and to letter C.
For letter C. Ayan. So, the sentence, Tutor War, is congratulations on passing the exam. What do you think, Journtastic learners, is the error in this statement? Saan yung mali dyan? And then, what symbol should we use?
So while we
Okay.
are waiting for their responses, Tutor Zen, let me just read some names. Hi
Mm,
to Andre Armas, Rom Arca, John Angelo Estrella, Axel Jan Hermosada,
mm,
Nelly West, ayan,
ayan. And Tutor
Simon
War,
Bernardi.
yes po. Yes po. And I can see in here sa comment section natin yung answer po sa ng ating Journtastic learners. And for Carlo Miguel as well as Judy Cyril, it's letter C for number one, Tutor War. Let's try to
Let's
identify
see.
or see the answer. All right. You got it correctly for number one. It's letter C and it's this symbol, the three lines, which stands for the capitalization. Good job also, Renil. Next, tutor war.
Next one. For our next question or next statement, the University of the Philippines is the country's national university. Which is or what is the error in this one, and what symbol shall we use to correct it?
Ayan. So we have the
For number
circle. Yes, for number two. Yes, good afternoon din sa'yo, Princess P. Paulo and Angela May Coloma, Simon Bernardo. You also got the correct answer for number one. What about for number two? Mhm. Okay. So we have answer in here, Tutor War from Steel, Carlo. Ayan no, pag tinry talaga natin siya, Tutor War, no, pag talagang na remember natin yung right
definitely.
symbol. Yes. And then, yes, okay, let's try to check if Carlos' answer is correct, Tutor War. At saka si
Mm,
Judy.
Judy. Ayun.
Yan. Okay, congratulations for number two. That is transpose symbol. Yan. So
Yes, and that's
transpose
also Carl, Rainiel, and Angela got the correct answer as well.
answer. Ayan. So yung error is university. Ayan, for number three, Mr. Garcia Ramon, the vocational teacher, facilitated the meeting. Okay, so anong symbol kaya to journtastic learners na applicable for the error na nakikita natin dito sa statement na to for number three? Okay. Hello also, Apple Jane Taytay Baysak. Yes, we can see you Langga and watching from Anislaga National High School. Ayan. Hello. Okay. So we have here, what do you think, Journtastic learners? Is it A, is it B, or C? Mm-hmm. Ayan. Parang first honor to ngayon si ano,
Parang
Tutor War.
favorite ata to ni ano ni Carlo eh, no?
Agree ako, Tutor War. Nangunguna talaga si Carlo. Unless check, Tutor War, if Carlo's answer is correct. Ayan. So, yes, for number three, it's a letter B. It's to make the letters close to each other without leaving space. Ayan. That's for the third one. And congrats also, Carl Jerwin, whether you got the correct answer as well. Number four, each class will be given areas to clean. Ayan. What do you think is the error in this statement? Ayan.
Yes. So what
Mm-hmm.
symbol shall we use to correct such error?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
All right. So, Carl Jerwin, Judy, and Brother Steele, you got the correct answer for number three. Congratulations for that. And let's have number four. Ayan, no, medyo technical kasi hindi basta-basta nakikita yung ano,
yes.
no, yung
Mm-mm.
error. Mhm. For Carlo, it's letter A. Okay. Simon Bernardo, Reniel, letter A. Okay, let's try to reveal the answer, Tutor War. All right. Yes, it's letter A and it's to delete. What are we going to delete in this statement? It's the letters E at saka D. So we have the transitive word in there too, and it should be followed by the basic form of the verb. So it should be clean. Walang ED. Ayan.
Yes.
Mhm. And the last one, Tutor War.
Ayan. So with the last one, nauna ang symbol. So you will be doing two automatically. So there will be two uh, symbols that you
Symbol.
shall use on the error that can be found on number five. So the statement states that school officials will visit the area to choose the cleanest among them. So which
Mhm.
among the symbols presented will be the correct one to use?
Mhm. Ayan. So may set tayo, tutor warno ng symbols kasi in this error, dalawang symbol yung magagamit natin.
Yes.
Mhm. And these symbols are actually also the clue answers from the earlier statements that we had. What do you think? Turntastic learners is the correct answer. Ayan, so Carlo again for the first Turntastic to answer. It's Turntastic learner to answer and it's letter C. Now let's try to reveal Tutor War if it is correct. Rather Dion Oy. It's also C. Ayan, and yes, you got it correctly. It's letter C for the number five. Okay, congratulations, fantastic learners. How well did you do in our review? You can write your scores in our comment section. Ayan. Congratulations again, Tutor War.
Ayan, so you can just give yourselves a woot woot clap. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, woot. 1, 2, 3, woot. 1, 2, 3, woot, 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 woot.
Ang daming wood. Bumaba ng wood. Ayan.
Ayan, so
Okay.
tutors, and I
Mhm.
can see, no, Carlo Miguel says he got 5/5.
Over
Rainier got
5.
5/5. Angela
Mhm.
got 5/5.
Over
Eto si
5.
Coloma to. Eto talaga, tutors, and eto si Coloma, panlaban talaga to.
Oh, I see. Like one of the
Mm.
best journalists in your school po ba, Tutor War?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yan. Talagang
Hello,
ano yan,
Angela.
lumalaban din yan. Tama ba ako, Angela? Mamaya mali pala ako, yung kapatid pala niya yung sinasabi ko. Magkakapatid kasi sila. Ayan.
Pero
Ay, yung
puro
magkakapatid na
talented.
oo, tsaka talagang sa
Oh.
join sila. Talaga iba-iba
Wow.
lang sila ng forte. Ang galing, 'di ba?
Wow. Galing. Siblings
Ay,
goal.
true. Ayan, so
Ayan.
congratulations.
Congratulations again. Now, Tutor War, let's move on to our main topic for this afternoon, and it's on the photojournalism. I see you looking at my PIC. Ayan, Tutor War.
Yeah. Kanina ko pa pina-practice yan actually kasi kami dun sa faculty room namin, we'll be doing that tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Can I join?
Magti-TikTok kami
Joke
for
lang.
the first time.
Wow! Mag-enjoy ka, Tutor War. For sure.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
So, photojournalism, that's according to Alberto K. Corvera, formerly media editor. A good front page is only one good photo and one good banner. Do you agree with this one, Tutor Zen?
Yes, Tutor War, I definitely agree with this, no? Basically, yung quote ni Alberto, it emphasizes actually, Tutor War, no, how important it is to have pictures in your school paper. Kung gaano, kasi yung pictures natin, it is not just for the purpose of beautification, it is also to a lot of more functions. Nagbibigay siya ng a lot more role in our school paper, and we will know that one later, Tutor War, during our discussion.
Mm.
Ayan.
So,
Mm-mm.
sabi nga nila, no, Tutor Zen, a picture really say 1,000 words.
Mm-mm.
Pictures really say 1,000 words.
Tama po.
Ay,
Agree po, Tutor War. Ayan. So we have in here the use of visual aids play in an effective communication process as this effectively convey the message to the reading public. Ayan. So if ever that there are things now we do not want to read on the text kasi para sa atin yung text is medyo may mga jargons or words na hindi maintindihan right away, so we can try to look at the illustrations or the pictures accompanying the text so that we can understand better what the text is all about. Kaya nga siya tinatawag na it could play an effective role in the communication, or in the it could play a crucial role in an effective
yes.
communication process. Ayan.
So we can say that the pictures is also like with photo, ano no, with editorial cartooning, no. It's a
Mm,
representation of the article or whatever be the stand of the newspaper and a certain news or a certain issue on that
mm.
matter.
Tama po, Tutor War. Ayan.
Moving forward, Tutor Zen, let us now discuss the functions of pictures and illustrations.
Ayan. So what we see in here on our screen during tacit learners is a photo taken during the Independence Day, and it was attended by our very own president of the country, President Rodrigo Duterte. Okay, so ito yung mga function ng ating pictures. The first one is to attract attention. Of course, that's the very basic function of our picture. It is to entice our readers to get to read what the content of your article is all about. Okay, parang additional, it's like something na nagbibigay ng beautification, as what I've said earlier, on your school paper. Kaya nga siya attract attention. Kaya nga yung mga children's book, Tutor War, no, may mga
Yes.
pictures talaga accompanying the text para attractive siya dun sa mga bata. Para ma-entice, para maengganyo yung mga bata na magbasa nung nilalaman ng storybook. Ayan. So that's the first function. The second one, Tutor War,
The second function is to complement, support, and give visual meaning to the news. So just like what I have mentioned a while ago, no, tutors and no,
Mm-hmm.
this is a visual representation of an article, of an issue, or of a certain stand of a newspaper. No, so basically, it will just give the illustration part. Parang bibigyan mo lang siya, putting the words into a visual representation.
Yes.
Ayan. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the next one, tutor Zen.
Okay, the next one is to illustrate a point. Yes, it's just almost similar with what Tutor War had shared to you earlier, no? Parang ano lang siya, it gives or emphasizes what the point of that article is all about. Just for the readers no, na medyo hindi masyadong nahihirapan to get the point of the article, then they can always go to the picture for reference. Ayan, Tutor War?
And the next one tells the story itself through caption or sequence of photos. So of course, no, not everybody naman are really good in interpreting a certain picture, a certain illustration. That's why there is a need for a caption so that we could just have at least a hint or a background story of what the picture is all about. That's why in photojournalism, it is very important that a photojournalist also know journalists know how to put label into the picture that they are working. Kasi baka mamaya, no, ito yung pagkakaunawa mo when you take the picture, when you took the picture, pero the ones or the viewers is different naman talaga. No, different yung pagkakaunawa niya doon sa picture na
Mhm.
kinunan mo. So that's why it's very important that your purpose of taking that picture is clear to your audience, not only to you as the one who took the picture. Okay,
Mhm.
the
Tama
next
po,
one,
Tutor
Tutor
War.
Zen.
Yes, the next one is to give visual relief to the design of the story. Still, the same with what Tutor War had said, no? Complement at saka support dun sa design ng ating story. And the last one, Tutor War.
And the last one, of course, it helps the readers know how the person or the place mentioned in the story look like. So it's very, sige, nung pa rin, no, papasok din si caption. And of course, this would tell the story, yung mismong picture would tell what the story is all about. So syempre, if you're talking about hunger, you have to have a visual representation of what hunger is all about. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na kinunan mo yung baso, it's automatically people would interpret it as hunger kasi walang laman. They would not know unless you will give an interpretation. Again, your interpretation as the one who took the picture must be clear to your audience para hindi kayo
Yes.
nagkakagulo doon sa ano. Hindi na kailangan kasing i-explain, no? Aside from, of course, sa
Mhm.
caption, there's no need for marami pang explanation on why you took that picture. Okay, so
Mm.
later on, we'll go to that one.
Mm-mm.
Shooter Zen?
Yes, Tutor Warriors, in relation to what you've mentioned earlier, no, paano ba natin makukuha or paano ba natin ma-achieve tong mga pictures na really worth it, yung mga pictures na worth it in our school paper, no, yung clear yung message, yung clear yung angling niya, and so on. So this will be provided by our by the next okay. So here we are in the next PPT slide. So Jane Gilmore in his book Inside High School Journalism enumerated the following basics about what makes a good picture. So ano-ano nga ba 'tong basics na 'to, Tutor War? So the first one, Tutor War?
The first one is, of course, simplicity. The picture is not crowded, not cluttered. Dapat yun, kung ano lang yung gusto niyo ipakita, yun lang. You don't need a lot of pictures. And not like, this is not like a project, though. So same
Mhm,
as with editorial cartooning, you have to limit the number of people or of the things that you will be focusing onto your pictures. That is basically when it comes to photojournalism. As simple, mas simple, mas okay. Mas
mhm.
madaling ma-interpret, mas okay.
Yes, agree, Tutor War. And the next one is we have okay, the focal point or a focal point. So the viewer's eyes should be drawn to the main subject, then may look at lesser figures. So, in other words, during task learners, no, there should be a main focus in your picture. Dapat yung mga viewers mo on your picture, their eyes should not be drawn in every direction of your photo. dapat iisang direction lang yung nakikita nila. Of course, if you want to have your focal point, you can also dismiss the unnecessary uh, parts ng shots mo or details ng ng shot mo, or you can also include you may also include other details but see to it na relevant pa din siya dun sa point or dun sa focus ng yung photo. The third one, tutor war.
Thank you, tutors. And of course, action. So basically, you have to have an action in your picture. Hindi pwedeng naka-steady lang, especially if you will be taking pictures of a sports, no? Of sports game. It should be an action. So hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na nagba-basketball yan, na nakatayo lang. Dapat you
Mhm.
find an angle na talaga nagba-basketball, either nagsushoot, nagdi-dribble, nagba-block, no? Yun yung action. That's what we call action. Okay,
Mm-mm.
next, Tutor Zen.
Yes, tutor war. And for the fourth one is the subject, and there should be variety in it. Like if you are the photojournalist, make sure na may variation, may flexibility in the subjects that you are including in your photos. Like pwedeng young and old, garish and plain, the ordinary and the extraordinary, or anything under the sun na you think that are interesting and worth meaningful to share to the public, then why not? As long as it can come up from any subject that you want. Ayan. So, imagination is the limit, right, Tutor War?
Definitely, talagang kailangan natin ito. It's imagination.
That's right.
And the fifth one, of course, it must be true. No, a person should give an account of what really happened. In a photojournalism, hindi uso ang Photoshop. Hindi
Mhm.
uso ang anong tinatawag natin na ano yun, yung pagko-collage. Whatever you take and using the lenses of your camera should be the correct one. And that would be your ano na talaga, that would be your work. So whatever you will be writing there, it must tell the truth. It must be true, no? Alam nyo naman na yan, di ba? In a world of social media, talagang there will be a lot of sides of the story. So, but also have to go to the truthfulness of the subject that you are
Mm.
taking.
Yes, that's right, Tutor War. And again, during Tacit Learners, those are the basics of or the basics in getting better pictures in photojournalism. Again, so the last one is the truth. And the next one that we have in here is the elements of effective pictures. Ano nga ba ang dapat nating i-consider when we're having our snaps? Tutor War?
Of course, no. When we take our pictures, first and foremost, it must be prominence. So pag sinabi natin prominence, dapat to one of a kind. Dapat to
Mhm.
outstanding. Like for instance, if everybody is already taking a picture of a person, but hindi mo kunan yung mga kumukuha ng picture? And that would make your work outstanding. Diba?
Mhm.
If you are in a garden, sabi ko nga dati, you know for a fact that everybody will be taking photos of flowers. Why not go to the roots?
Mhm.
That's what we go prominence. Diba? Punta ka sa
Mhm.
one of a kind.
Mhm.
Next, Tutor Zen.
Yes, tama po, Tutor War. No, I love that. The next one is the timeliness. Yes, as photojournalist, you have to make sure na yung photo na ika-capture nyo is somewhat timely. It is something no na that would attract the viewers. Yung mga timely events. Though it is good also to have pictures of things na medyo hindi masyadong trendy, but as long as you were able to retain its prominence, kumbaga, just like what Tutor War had said. But as much as possible, you have also to consider whether the subject that you are including is timely or not, and would it be attractive to your readers or not. Ayan, so that's the timeliness, Tutor War.
And of course, when we talk about action, just like what I have said, no, dapat to may movement. No, there should be a
Mm-hmm.
movement in your work. Paano yun? Picture nga, tapos may movement. Dapat the picture would say that there is an action happening. It is very important. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, the last one, Tutor Zen.
Yes, the last one, Tutor War, is the human interest. Dito sa human interest during tacit learners, no, see to it. As photographers, you must always be always at the lookout to take pictures na unguarded moments ng mga
Mm,
people. Parang ano ba, yung candid shots. It's like,
candid, definitely.
yes. yung mga unguarded moments kasi nung mga subjects mo, yun yung usually nakaka-express sila ng emotion that they are feeling at the same time. The viewers can also relate to. So, um, sa human interest, when you capture people, you must see to it na yung yung emotion nila, yun yung kina-capture mo. Hindi lang yung nakatayo lang siya and something like that. So it should be more to that. And it is also related to what Ma'am War had said for the prominence rather na yung usually sa emotion dito yung focus eh. Ayan, Tutor War.
So let me just add lang no, Tutor Zen, regarding to what you have mentioned, yung candid. Sa
Mm-mm.
mga ano kasi no, sa mga contest, especially sa photojournalism, talagang iniiwasan yung pagsasabi na ano 'to, directed na
Mm.
shots. Kasi kapag nandun ka sa directed, sa predetermined shots mo, wala na yung tinatawag na authenticity at saka yung
Mm.
substance. And that is one of the things that we should look onto kapag photojournalist ka. Dapat
Mm.
authentic, dapat real, dapat may substance, may lalim. May yun
Mm.
yung dapat natin tinitignan. So it's not only about taking pictures lang, dapat yun
Mm.
nandun ka, yung dun sa authenticity na tinatawag.
Mm. Another also dito tutor war no, for example, may mga incidents or let's just say beauty pageant, pwedeng i-capture mo
Mhm.
yung moment na tinawag na yung winner tsaka yung
Yes.
expression ng mukha ng candidate na hala wow, that's it. Na nag-express ng gratitude, ng surprise and whatsoever po. Okay, tutor war.
Ayan. So thank you, Tutor Zen. And of course, there
Mm-mm.
are some tips, no, that you may consider, sabi, you may consider as aspiring journalists. So the first one is to know
Okay.
your camera.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Mhm.
tutor war.
So, know your camera. So, pag sinabi nating know your camera, sa amin, ang tinatawag nito, jowain mo yung camera. Kasi ikaw lang yung nakakaalam kung paano mo siya i-manipulate. Just like with printers, no? Kapag stress tayo, nagmamadali tayo, diba hindi nagpiprint agad-agad? So, ganun din si camera. So, you should know how to handle your cameras. Ano siya, no? You know where to put, kailan mo siya i-vertically align, kailan mo siya i-horizontally align. Shooter
Mm-hmm.
Zen, the next one.
Yes, so the next one is try squatting down, kneeling down, standing or on a chair. So depende sa inyo, sa photographers natin, no? Depende sa inyo kung ano yung movement or action nyo or pose nyo na that could take a look or that could capture rather the best angle for that very moment. Ayan. So whatever you do as photojournalist, you do it just to get the best angle of the scene. Ayan. So, War?
And yes po, with the third one, portraits of people doing their thing. So just like what we have mentioned, no, actions. It's very important that we do have actions. And the fourth one, Tutor Zen.
Yes, the fourth one is to concentrate, focus on the facial expressions, try to see, kasi sa facial expressions here we can see the emotion of humans. And that's the time that we need to focus on what they are showing at that very moment na kinapture mo sila. And that's for the first one. The next one, Tutor War.
And of course, second to the last is to take more than one shots of every scenes to get the best angle. So, kaya lang kasi magdating sa contest, talaga limited lang yung gamit ng shots, no? So, pag
Mm-hmm.
siguro si Eto is very important lang during practices. You take multiple shots in a certain or in a one angle para makita mo which is better. And the
Mm-hmm.
last one, Tutor Zen.
Yes, be always at the lookout to take unusual pictures. Alert, awake, alive, enthusiastic. Char lang po. So always be alert whatever is happening in your surroundings because everything that is happening in there is your source for your best shot. Ayan, that's for the last point. Tutor War, what's the next one that we
And
have?
ayan. So since we already gave you some preliminaries about how to take pictures, we have given you already the basic elements. Let us now go to the captioning part. So this is very important, just like what we have mentioned a while ago. So that we could, as photojournalists, know it is very important that you let your audience know what the picture that you have taken is all about. So if
Mm-hmm.
caption is the text accompanying the pictures, artworks, or illustrations, also, it is called as the cut line or the underline. So, Tutor Zen,
Mm-hmm.
let us present to them an example of a caption.
Yes po. So we'll start with the first one as what is highlighted in the presentation. It's the word Independence Day. And for the journtastic learners in here, Independence Day, the word in there is what you call the catch line. It's like the title of your caption. As photojournalists, you must make sure no na your catch line is or your the words that you're using in here should be something that could attract the viewers to again to get a closer look of your photos. So parang it's like a hook for them to look at your shot. Ayan. So the second one, shooter war.
Okay, and the second one is what we call the body. So basically, this is what the description of your picture all about.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be same as with the lead, no? Siguro sa mga news part, it could be kasi you must have certain WH questions that you need to place in here so that your audience would understand what the picture is all about or what is happening in your picture. But of course, there will be some pictures in like in the feature stories or in a feature news that you don't need to have the WH questions in it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the body is what the picture, the description of what the picture is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And the
next one, Juderson.
yes, Twitter work. And the last one is the credit. So it simply gives attribution to the source of your photo. For instance, you are not using your original photo, then you can always include this one in your credit, just for us, of course, to establish credibility of our school paper as well as our contents. Twitter war.
And of course, that is the basic no of writing or doing the captioning. And that's
Mm-hmm.
it for our discussion for photojournalism. And with regards to that, let us present to you your journalistic task for this week.
Yes, Twitter war. And I know that everybody would love this because everybody loves flexing their shots or their pictures. So here is your task for the week. Flex the best capture or shot that you have original photo taken, and then you create during Tastic Learners the best caption for it. So pwede kayong mag-picture anywhere that you want, or maybe you have saved photos in your galleries or in any device that you have in there. So why not flex that one in our Journtastic task of the week? Ayan, I'm so excited with this tutor war. At the same time, do not forget, aside from sending to us your tasks or your outputs rather, you can also post again your outputs in our Facebook ETUlay group. Again, and the link is provided on the below. Yan, tutor war.
Ayan. So our session today has been adopted from the Campus Journalism and the New Generation by Jelly Elio Alcuna in the 2011 edition. And of course from academiaeduc.com. And of
Mhm.
course, this the materials that we have used is really were really helpful for us to understand further and to understand thoroughly what photojournalism is all about.
Mhm. I agree with you, Tutor War. And again, to our Journtastic learners, isang week na lang and we'll have their recognition week. Congratulations in advance sa lahat ng ating mga Journtastic learners. Anabangan po nating lahat ang ating recognition day. We have prepared a lot of surprises for you. Tama ba, Tutor War?
Definitely. So we are really excited to have you on our last session next week. Sana you still have you still join us no kasi nga we have started together. Dapat daw ay we shall end this one together.
Mhm. Ayan, so please stand by during Tastic Learners because we have still up next session, the e-teatro class. And do not forget to save the link below for your feedbacks for us to improve our session. Tutor War, what would you like to say to our during Tastic Learners before we leave?
Ayan, so it has been a very fruitful and exciting session that we had today. So I hope, just like what I have mentioned, still be with us into our last session next week. Always remember,
Okay. I think we
don't
lost
forget.
Tutor War.
Ayan na. Ayan, so
Okay.
always remember to be happy and don't forget to smile. Always be a blessing to everyone. Thank you for keeping us company today. Tutor Zen.
Ayan, Tutor War, and also sa ating mga learners, thank you once again, and always remember that we are just travelers in the lane of love and learning. down the road, we will surely meet again. Salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay sa ating session for this afternoon, and we hope to see you in our next session para sa ating Recognition Day. Thank you so much, and God bless everyone.
Thank you. God
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!